Hello and welcome back to Exit Corners. We are playing today chapter 15, which is called RN, which I wondered whether they were Ray's initials, but I'm not sure. We are now going down the red path, aiming to get a second key to try and get out of this game. In the last episode, Ray went very insensitive with some jokes that he was making. And it turns out Liza is very sensitive about jokes about disability, which, like, fair enough, but shit jokes. But also, we've been wondering for a while what is going on with Liza, so maybe we're not really any closer to finding out, but, you know, it's all building some character for her. And we followed Ray and warned him about that his contact may be in danger. He won't give us any information about his contact, and he does not want to talk about them, except for it is a her. And we just gave him the heads up that our contact Sean is being followed. We've told everyone now, except for Beth. But Beth doesn't have a Gemini anymore, so there's nothing that she could do anyway. And at the very end of the episode, Ray seems to have absolutely smashed his Gemini off a wall. I don't know if we're going to find out what happened, but we have found the next puzzle, so surely we're going to be having a discussion with him about, like, Ray, calm the fuck down and tell us what just happened. And then we're going to be solving a puzzle, and then I think the next room after that may be the corner room. Not sure, but let us jump in. We'll get our little recap, which I could use right now because I feel like I'm starting to merge some details together or skip out on some of them completely. I'm still on we're in a computer simulation theory. Although, because the other thing, right, the sickness that we're having, like, we're not supposed to be in computer simulations, so maybe we're rejecting it or something. It's like some kind of, you know, like motion sickness, but like virtual sickness, like that. I don't know. Okay, previously on Exit Corners. Good news. We made it out of the first corner alive. Also, I guess we need to remember that these corners are quite deadly. It really manipulated Beth into wanting to die and gave her an easy way out. So we've got to really beware. And I feel like this red section, I've just got this feeling that it might be just giving Ray all sorts of triggers if it can. Maybe not, but we'll see. The green section of the game is, as far as I can tell, complete. We found the first key card and have officially made our way through the red door. Go us. Though I guess it's not all good news, Sean, my contact, tells me he's being followed. There's no way this isn't related to Exit Corners. I can't help him while I'm trapped in here, so all I can do is hope that he is safe. After clearing our heads a bit, we went and solved the first puzzle in the red section. It was a number-based puzzle that centered around a man, John Doe, with a strange condition. Ray made some off-color jokes about having one arm, which made Liza pretty upset. He later apologized, thank goodness. I don't think those two hate each other as much as they'd like us to believe. They bonded. They have been bonding, man. Ray was acting a little suspicious, so I followed him back into the main hall. There, I caught him using his Gemini, which he had previously told me he hadn't touched. But right as we were heading back to rejoin the others, wham! He slams his Gemini right into the wall. So here I am, wondering what the hell just happened. Maybe they're being manipulated by the Geminis. Like, I'm just trying to think of individuals, right? Beth was talking to her son who committed suicide, and then it led to this room. That was like the garden and stuff, which gave him back all these memories about it. Ray is this mysterious person that makes him very angry, and we don't know what all the rest of the corners are yet, but I feel like it's going to relate to that potentially. Thingy's, what's her name? Liza is her dad trying to find them. But I'm also a bit like wondering how much of it she's making up because of the way that she's struggling to read. And I know that she's been writing stuff, or she's been trying to write stuff that has been taking her a long time. And I'm just wondering how much of it is the truth and how much of it, like, is she even contacting her dad? If she is, then yeah, like, it's her dad who is like trying to find us. Then Ether is her dad, but he is not trying to find us. So that's probably gonna, if my theory is right that each corner might be related to a different person, like all of these 4 things may like accumulate into something. You know, I'm not sure. Anyway, stop theorizing. Let's just go. Ray was angry. His Gemini, or what was left of it, lay scattered across the floor in a dozen tiny pieces. Ink stood speechless in front of the debris. I hate this fucking game. What happened, Ray? Fuck exit corners. Fuck sent. Fuck our contacts. Is everything alright? Ink realized the stupidity of his question as the words left his lips. Yeah, things are fucking fantastic. Let's just do the puzzle, then the next puzzle, and then every other puzzle until we're out of here. Would you first mind telling us what all that was about? Yeah, I would mind. Go away. Beth, unflinching, took another step forward. Ray, just who is your contact? I don't believe you've ever told us. And I never will. Tough luck. Old employer, perhaps? A mentor of yours, maybe? Listen, we've all got shit we'd rather not talk about. I don't care how curious you are. Ray, none of us care what skeletons you might have in your closet. The identity of your contact could prove essential to figuring out who is behind this. Big words coming from someone who failed to mention that their contact was dead. She did mention it though, eventually. I've already explained to you why I kept that a secret, and besides, that's not entirely true. I did tell Ink that my son was dead. Wait, really? Hey, don't drag me into this. You didn't feel like sharing that with everyone else? Not really, no. It was her business, and I thought that Scent was just messing with her. Still do, to be honest. So that must mean you trust Ink, Beth? I do. Good. Then I'll tell Ink and only Ink about my contact. Wait, what? And then you're gonna tell Beth that the identity of my contact isn't important, that everyone's gonna stop bothering me. Got it? That's not completely unreasonable. Is that okay with everyone else? I think Ray is entitled to some secrecy, but whatever. Do what you want. I guess I'm not gonna have any say in this. I mean, I like this. I'm the one that gets to find out. I know. I can barely hear you either. Yeah, speak up. You know what? Exactly. What? Sorry, forget I said anything. Well, whatever. Is it gonna be his ex? Like, that's all the vibes I'm getting. Alright, Ink, let's go back into the main hall. It's quiet in there. We'll attempt to get this monitor back online and get the puzzle underway in the meantime. You will tell me if something is amiss, won't you, Ink? Yeah, of course. Let's make this quick, Ink. Wordlessly, Ink followed Ray back into the red-tinted bureau through to the main hall. Why have we gone all the way back here? Sit down. Ink obeyed. First things first. You're not going to be repeating any of this to anyone else. You're just going to tell Beth I'm legit, and then you're going to drop it. Got that? Oh no, I don't want to agree to that. I won't tell a soul, promise. Before we start though. I thought it was pointless to get mad at an inanimate object. No, I do that all the time. Why me? I know you won't tell the others. How'd you figure that? Because if you rat on me, I'm gonna clock you one. Oh, yeah, I guess that would do it. Just shut up and listen, okay? I guess I'll start with my contact. Right, who is he? She. She is my contact, a girl named Tiana. She was my girlfriend once. Ah. We broke up about 3 years ago. It was bad. Real bad. How long were you dating before then? 6 years. Yikes, sorry. It's fine. We met when I was in high school. At a hackathon, if you can believe that. Oh, so she was a programmer too? Yeah, she was good too. Is good. Not as good as me, of course, but she's a sharp one. Both of us decided to go to Belbridge University together after high school so we could stay together. Obviously that didn't work out the way either of us wanted it to. What happened? Ink. What do you know about Belbridge's sponsorship policies? Have you ever thought of writing a book and getting it published through the school? I have looked into it briefly. You present your work or find into a council and they get to invest in you. Something like that? Yeah. One of the most appealing things about Belbridge U is their sponsorship program. Basically, if you have a cool enough project or research or whatever, the school will pay you to keep working on it. Oh, and if what you're working on shows enough promise, they'll also foot the bill for the rest of your education. Shit ain't cheap. That sounds almost too good to be true. Yeah, well, the catch is that the members of the council get first dibs when it comes to sponsoring you further. For example, if you were going to continue a line of research, the members of the BBUSC were allowed to gain a little equity in you before you could look for alternative funding methods. That wasn't so bad a trade-off though. Overall, it was pretty fair. At least, that's what I thought. So you presented something to the council? RN? Huh? That's the name of what I was showing to the council. RN? RN, what's that? Some sort of programming thing? It's an algorithm. The Ray-Nandon algorithm. Yeah, that's his name, I think. Okay. What does it... Oh, is it something to do with this game? You named it after yourself? Well, I was gonna. Some of the algorithms are named after their creators. I blame Dijkstra. Tiana eventually convinced me to change it. She said naming it after myself was narcissistic. Maybe she was right about that, I don't know. I wanted it to keep the initials RN though, so I ended up calling it Refractive Node Algorithm, which is a fair approximation of what it does. So I was right about the initials, kind of. So it has something to do with light? Not exactly. It was a type of search and node traversal algorithm that allowed the index to forecast if the end effector was farther down a set of branches. Then, it would change its search type dynamically at every step of the search in order to point itself in the proper direction. The index would bend to be able to hit a very specific target in a near infinite sea of nodes and branches. It's fast, bonkers fast, which is why I gave the algorithm a light-themed name. Don't understand. That's about the simplest way I can explain how it works. I'm sorry, I didn't understand a word of that. Okay, listen. RN searches through a set of items very, very efficiently, unless you find something specific in a big list or tree extremely quick. It's a new kind of approach that has a lot of potential applications. I'd been writing an article outlining the strengths, weaknesses, and potential uses of the algorithm, which I was going to present alongside the algorithm itself. I want to know what the uses are. What happened? Tiana and I were living together in a small condo for my short stint at BBU. I had completed the algorithm, but right as I was getting close to finishing the article, Tiana stole all of my source code for RN and presented it to the council as if it were her own work. That bitch Tiana! What a bitch! Yes, what a bitch. Right, I would like to ask the question, but I feel like I should go with my gut. What a bitch! Yeah. It really took me by surprise. Oh, he's answered the other question as well. Still, didn't you have any way to prove it was your work? Didn't you protect your code at all? That sounds accusatory. Of course I did. I was very careful with my data. We'd been living together for years though. We were both open about everything. I fucking trusted her. It was all a mistake. I didn't know she had stolen RN. So when I went to BBUSC a few days later to present it, they laughed at me and claimed I plagiarized her. Oh, that's brutal. What an absolute cowbag. I talked about RN so much with her that she knew it front to back, so I couldn't call her out on it. There was nothing I could do to convince them. I was never as punctual or as outgoing or as involved with extracurricular stuff as Tiana. They all liked her more than they liked me and didn't give me a second thought. That is rough. That's really sad. Fuck Tiana. I was angry. We fought. I can imagine. I dropped out, moved out, and haven't spoken to her since. Until today. Yeah, that's a strange contact to have. Yeah, don't blame him for being weird about it. Although, I don't know why he couldn't just tell us, but yeah. Yeah, until today. I shouldn't have messaged her at all. It only made me upset. Yeah, I want to know why he snapped. I'm not going to ask if he feels any better, because obviously not. What did she tell you to make you snap like that? I asked her a question to see how bad I'd feel, I think. Oh my god, it's happening again. Oh my god, he didn't say it out loud. Siri activated. I was like, for fuck's sake. And he didn't actually say the words out loud, so then I just look like a tit. Thank you, Siri. Now, please stop. Okay. Yeah, I asked her a question to see how bad I'd feel, I think. But I'd rather not tell you any more than that. It's personal. Besides, haven't I told you enough already? Yeah, you have. Sorry for asking. I'd be angry at Tiana too. Anyway, that's my story. Take it or leave it. I'll let Beth know that there's nothing to worry about. I mean, it's not like you can even talk to Tiana again at this point anyway. Thank fucking God. Let's hope someone's stalking that bitch. Now let's win this thing. I'm looking forward to caving Sense face in for even reminding me of Tiana. That's the spirit. Anger is such a drive for him, eh? The two contestants exchanged a nod before heading back into the red hotel room to rejoin the others. Beth was eyeing Liza, who was staring exhaustedly at a Gemini. Ether was on the other side of the room, pacing back and forth in front of the monitor. We're back. Very good. And Ray? Here I am. What do you want? Ink, should I be concerned about his contact? No, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Is it an old professor of his, or... Beth, knock it off. My apologies. Listen, I don't know why you're so curious about his contact, but I can assure you that all of your guesses so far haven't even been sort of close. And we can't answer that anymore, because if she then says X, then we're giving away who it is. So, I mean, it would be so much easier if we just went, it's my ex, like, just tell people, then at least we know why it's awkward. It ended badly, there you go. So, whoever you think Ray's contact is, you're probably wrong. I see. Forgive my curiosity, Ray. Whatever. And I thought I was the paranoid one. What's the status of the puzzle? Same as ever. The screen is on, but won't register our input. Damn, you've all had a look around, I take it. We did. We couldn't find anything out of the ordinary. We're still missing something, I'm sure. The monitor works fine for me. What? Just a moment ago it was inoperable. Oh, maybe it needs everyone to be there before it activates? I think the door just locked. Uh-oh, it was definitely waiting for us all to be there. What was that noise just now? Rhea's right, it works fine now. Well, I guess that's one less thing to worry about. But now we have to worry about that. Please tell me I'm just seeing things. It's slow, but yeah. Oh, the ceiling is definitely coming down on us. Uh-oh. I'm trying to see if I can see it moving. Fucking hell. Full on Resident Evil. I suppose we should have expected as much. I bet you anything that the door we used to come back in is locked. That's right, I just checked. Ether was shivering. She didn't seem capable of looking ink in the eye. Ether? I'll be fine. Let's focus on the puzzle. Oh, it's that claustrophobia. Wait, it was claustrophobia, wasn't it, in the lift? Right. Let's do this. We've got to be quick before the ceiling smashes the wall puzzle. Sort by STR. Strength? STR. Oh my god, what is that supposed to mean? So like what? An axe? Bow and arrow? A spear? A sword? A wand? Axe? Well, we got that wrong. Is it a huge sword? I mean, how powerful is a wand? It's usually like magic, not strength though. Right, let's ask. Let's see what everyone's got to say about this. I don't like this at all. You need to stay calm, Ether. We've got at least a few minutes before the ceiling reaches us. More than enough time to solve this. Now I know why the touchscreen wasn't working until now. Sent was waiting until all of us were in the room together. He wants to kill all of us at once. To be fair, having everyone in the room at the same time also increases the likelihood we'll solve the puzzle. It might have been in the interest of, fairness. Whatever the reason, our only option now is to solve it. Good hints, guys. Good chat. Good chat. All totally relevant to the puzzle, which is what we need to focus on when we've got a few minutes to live. Okay, so the clue says sort by STR. Maybe it doesn't mean strength. Maybe it means something else. The first thing that comes to my mind when I look at this is strength. Maybe it's like size. Size, type, rhetorical. That's right, we gotta list what appears to be weapons, so my first thought was equipment, like in an RPG. I'm not familiar with what an RPG is. Role-playing game. Listen, I'm not sure we've got the time for me to explain this to you. So we're gonna sort the weapons by their hypothetical strength? I guess so. We've got no reason not to at least try it. I tried that! Maybe a spear does more damage. We have no sense of scale on these things. It could be a tiny axe. It could be a tiny spear. It could be a huge spear. Oh, I don't know. Give me another clue. Ether, are you alright? Ink, I hate this. Let me out. Ether, your help would be greatly appreciated. I can't. So be it. Ink, leave her be. But you can't console her if we're all dead. Now would you please get back over here and help us? Oh my god. Stop wasting time. I don't remember what I've done. Maybe a wand does more damage than a bow? I don't know what I just did! So, which of these is supposed to be the strongest? My first thought was from strongest to weakest. Axe, sword, spear, bow, then wand. That's what I said! That didn't work when I tried it though. Sames, bro! Why do you have the axe as the strongest? I thought the strongest would be the sword. Well, I tried that too! It depends on the side of the sword, doesn't it? It could be a battle axe and a regular sword. I don't know. It's a big axe. It's the only thing on this list that'll lop a limb off. The sword could just as easily maim someone. Oh yeah, we do like swords, don't we? Forgot about that. I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch. Depends on the kind of sword, I guess. There's so many types of swords. This whole argument is stupid. A weapon's strength is subjective, right? Exactly. That's right. We're clearly missing something. Like what? I'm not sure what STR could mean other than strength. Perhaps there's a more finite set of criteria for determining strength. Maybe... Well, whatever it is, we need to think fast. If the ceiling hits the monitor, we're toast. Come on, what's another way to measure strength? Is strength even what we're trying to measure? Damn it, I can't think of anything. Oh god, I thought that we were just getting killed there. Strength. What's another, like, how easily it'll break? Because I would say... So if you put it in a room that's squishing, right? I would say the sword is the one that's gonna last the longest. The spear would break because of its length. The axe is 2 parts, so like the head would fall off. The bow would snap, the wand would snap. That doesn't help anything! Did I try sword? Spear? No. Sword? Yes, I did try sword, axe, spear, thingy. God damn it! Maybe it's like how useful they are. Oh, I'm gonna have to start ducking soon. We have to stay calm. Let's see now. Is there some sort of computer game that features these weapons? If only we had something more concrete to base strength on. There are a lot of computer games that have weapons like these. They're almost all different. Going by one of these games I like, I'd order them sword, spear, axe, bow, then finally wand. Why do you guys keep putting wand as the weakest weapon? I don't know, it just feels like it would be the weakest. Well, it's more just because, well, I'm playing God of War right now, and there's 2 different types of damage, right? There's strength, which is like physical damage, and then there's like runic, which is like more magical, and so I just put wand in a different category. If we're talking computer games, then wouldn't a wand be used to cast magic? I don't play any RPGs, but you'd think shooting fireballs would be more powerful than a bow. You've got a point, but lots of games would probably use a different system for that. I know a lot of games where the wand would raise your intelligence, not your strength, since intelligence is what affects the damage you deal with your spells. I feel like you play too many games! Is that what this riddle is about? Just to like... to give everyone that plays games this dilemma. How does that even work? Why would holding a weapon increase one's strength? It's just an idiosyncrasy of the medium. It makes about as much sense as having a wand increase your intelligence. Yeah, int. Intelligence. Int. Wait, what? Son of a bitch, we are so fucking stupid. Huh? Did you figure it out? Str does not mean strength, it means string. What? String? It's a data type. Basically, it's just text. So we need to sort each item by its text. The weapon itself has no significance. Damn, I think he's right. It's a coding thing or something? Okay, by letters. Highest to lowest or lowest to highest? They've got the same amount of letters. Is it like Scrabble scores? Oh my god. Sword and spear. Oh fuck, I meant to press check. And now I've forgotten what I did. Give me more info, I'm stressed. Ray, how do you sort strings? Hurry. Strings are just text. That's what's the most alphabetical? Are you kidding me? What's the most common way to sort text? Alphabetically, of course. The most common way to sort a list alphabetically is to arrange the items from A to Z. That's right. But they were already arranged alphabetically. Well, did anyone actually try pushing the buttons in that order? I haven't. I haven't either. Facepalm. If that's the right answer, I'm gonna be pissed. I guarantee you'll feel worse if that's the wrong answer. She has some smarts, you know. I'll try that then. God, I hope this works. Alphabetical, That was cheeky, game. That was cheeky. Okay. Oh, this barely moved. What are you worrying about? Time seemed to freeze as Ink pressed the check answer key. Ink looked up. He could hear movement from within the walls. The contraption had come to a stop. No way was that the right answer. Ugh. He never believes the right answer. Relieved, Ink couldn't help but laugh. Not funny, man. Hey, I'm just happy we're not dead. That puzzle was far too niche for my liking. This is why we need us all to survive. We're gonna get a puzzle in another room that only Beth knows the answer to, you know? What do you mean? I can say with confidence that if I had been asked to solve this puzzle on my own, I would have died. There's no way I could have solved this without your help. Good thing you had our help then, huh? I take checks or e-deposits. You could stand to be a little more humble, you know? Hey, it's not my fault you were useless. Ray, how way, man? Ray, you're starting to sound like Liza. Oh god, now we've just insulted Liza. What's that supposed to mean? I'm just gonna work on the next puzzle then. At least we know he's not sneaking off to talk on his Gemini anymore. An awkward silence filled the room when Ray left. Knowing their only course of action was to follow him, Ink shrugged and motioned to the door. That would be, indeed, the most awkward silence. The contestants shared a communal sigh. One of them was notably oblivious, however. Oh, Ether's still panicking. Even though the danger had long passed, Ether remained still as a statue. Part of Ink wished the two of them were alone. You okay, Ether? I'm fine, just give me a moment, please. I need to calm down. Oh, I hope she doesn't start bleeding as well. Liza was casting a caustic glare in their direction. Did she not notice Ether's distress, or did she simply not care? What's wrong with you? We were this close to getting crushed and I didn't hear a peep from you. I'm sorry, Liza. I couldn't think straight. Funny, this problem never came up before. I'm, claustrophobic. When the walls began to close in... She trailed off. Liza finally caught on and eased up. Oh, well you should have just said that in the first place. I'm sorry. But you're better now, right? I'd still like to leave this room as soon as possible, but I'll be alright. Then let's move on. Yes, let's. The remaining contestants cut through the crimson hallway into the second lounge, only to find that Ray wasn't the only one waiting for them. Oh no, I thought it was going to be Beth. I thought it was a weird wording. Do you honestly think I'm going to tell you that, Ray? No, I guess not. What are you doing here, Scent? Come to antagonize us some more? No, no. But now that you're here, I might as well, don't you think? Were you watching Ether during that last puzzle? Useless, that one. Yikes. I think I even saw her crying at one point. Oh ho ho. Alright, you can leave now, Sen. Not comfortable with this conversation, my darling? Don't tell me you honestly like this girl. Oh, you're getting jealous. Get out of here, Scent. I won't have you harassing her any longer. You yell at me as if I was to blame for her mewling. Well, yeah. Don't play dumb. You knew she hated closed spaces. Don't pretend you didn't. I may have orchestrated the trap, but am I really to blame for her insecurities? Her fears existed long before exit corners, I'm sure. I bet you think you're really fucking smart, huh? Reality check, shithead. Using someone's known fears to scare them isn't rocket science. Watch your tongue, Ray. What? You don't like what I'm saying to you? Picking on Ether only makes you look pathetic. The girl's a little fragile, okay? As is every other girl. What of it? What was that? Women are unstable. It is a weakness of theirs. Huh? Of theirs? And he also said, right, so yeah, he said he wasn't a man. He's also not a woman. Oh, so you're a sociopath and a misogynist? I can't say I'm surprised. AI, it's gotta be, right? The way it's talking is also like, detached. Call it what you will. I only make objective observations. Say, Scent. What is it, my darling? You just contradicted yourself there. I beg your pardon? Just now, you said women were unstable and then it was a weakness of theirs. Of theirs? That's an interesting choice of words, don't you think? You're implying that you're not a woman? That is correct. I don't see there being any problem with my statement. Are you sure? Because only a little while ago you told me the opposite. I understand that you might have some reservations about this whole thing, but trust me when I say it, we're a good match for each other. I'm not a man, if that's what you were worried about. Trust me, that was the last thing I was worried about. Do you see the problem now? Oh, you're so clever, Ink. It's one of the many reasons I adore you. This music is absolutely jamming. To answer your question, however, no, I do not see any problem with either of my statements. Wait, what? You're a clever one, Ink. Surely you can deduce what that means. You're neither a man nor a woman. Or maybe a liar, I don't know. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Correct. Oh please, do you seriously expect us to believe that? I have no investment in whether you believe that statement. But if you're not a man or you're not a woman, then... Wait, hold on. But if you're not a man and you're not a woman, then you're not... Are you agender, maybe? I read about that. Yes, technically. But that's not the whole of it. What else could it be, I wonder? A liar? You're just trying to hide your identity. Duh. You accuse me of lying? Me and not Kim? Who's Kim? Huh? Who the hell is Kim? Perhaps if they hadn't lied to you about their name, you'd know. Tiana? Wait. Or is that someone that's here? Beth? Liza? Ether? Me? What is happening? And with that final thought, Scent was gone. Kim? He made it sound like this Kim person was one of us. She is, I think. Oh my god. Ray shot an accusatory glare at Ether. The other contestants soon joined him. You think that I'm this Kim person? I'm not. We're not mad at you, dear. You woke up in a hotel alongside strangers you didn't know under very strange circumstances. Assuming a false name was clever of you. I didn't assume a false name. My name is Ether. Come now. Ether is not a name that any parent... Ink! Oh no. I was like, ink is an anagram of Kim. I mean, nearly. K-I-M. I-N. K. Close. Ether is not a name that any parent would give their child. Hey, there's no need to hound Ether like that. What does it matter what we call each other? I'm just telling her that there's no reason to use a made-up name anymore. It's clear that Sent already knows quite a lot about us, and I like to think that Kim can trust us with our real name. Ether is her real name. When Sent mentioned Kim, he was referring to me. Kim! Ink! Almost an anagram. Why? Her. Okay. Her. What? Name and number is the name of the next one. Kim Greer. Does that change anything? No, I don't think so. Huh, okay. We need to start playing immediately to find out why we lied about our name or whatever. I don't really know exactly what's happening. I don't even have any theories, but maybe Ink is just a nickname. I don't know. But we haven't been told as the audience, or as being in his head as we are. He has not any thoughts about it, so I would like to know more, and I'm excited to get to know more. The way that I read it is I thought he was saying that Tiana's real name was Kim, and then he was just like twisting the knife for Ray, but nope, I was a bit wrong there. Alright, thank you so much everybody. This is really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what is next. I will be back soon with chapter 16, and I will see you then. So thank you very much. Goodbye.